This was bothering a bunch of you last time, so I fixed it.
We don't go the same places that we used to go.
Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. I am back with a tier ranking video, which is a trend that I feel died down quite a while back. But I also still have roadworks happening outside. I will hopefully edit this out and you won't be hearing too much of it. But if you hear something, that's probably what it is. I went on Instagram and asked you guys for a trope suggestions that we find in books. Maybe we love them, maybe we hate them, maybe they're ridiculous. And I thought I will sit here with you and chat a little bit about my favorite and least favorite tropes and rank them with memes. So I got a lot of suggestions from you guys, and I also wrote down some of mine and combined all of that, and I only have 5 tiers, so it's nothing crazy. So we have
extra large salami. It's going straight in my basket.
That I am very inclined on buying that because this is God tier, this is the best. I love that trope. It rarely disappoints, and even if the book is shit, because of the trope or the theme, I will still likely enjoy it more than I should. Then we have
Nice. Nice.
which, you know, is good. It's great. We love to see it. We don't necessarily auto-buy the book, but we love to see it. It's good. Then we have true neutral, which, you know, just exists. It's there. Sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't. A lot of the times it just doesn't tickle me in either way or form, so
It is what it is. It is what it is.
it just is what it is. It's a little bit annoying, it's a little bit like, but it is what it is, and it's there, and we're gonna deal with it. In most cases, it's probably gonna be something that's overdone and I've just seen it, but like, it's fine. And the last one is Guess I'll Die. It's just, enough is enough. Why, where, for what? Just something I really personally don't like. All of it is very personal, obviously. Who's buzzing in my ass? So here we have it. Okay, let's go. Dead parents. I'm not too bothered about it. Sometimes it can feel a little bit lazy. You know, you just take the helping element out. But I actually prefer dead parents over completely useless adult figures. True neutral. I do find that a lot of the times if the parents are involved, then they're evil, or like they're doing something wrong, or they are the parent king or queen, you know? Next up, we have what I called love geometry. You know how I'm passionate about calling a love triangle a love V if it doesn't really connect all the way through? I don't love it. I don't love it. I know it's a very popular one. I know some people hate it. I know some people love it. I'm not too bothered-ish, but it does make me icky because I really don't like things that feel like cheating even if they're not cheating. I found in my experience the way that it's done is normally without the consent of the other person, and it's always icky. And the best I can describe. It feels like the other two that the one is like playing with are normally not happy with it, or like are very hurt at the end. Whilst it can be fun to read it about, I am icky about it. So then we have not like other girls. The fact is that it always is like every other girl. Oh, they only say that when they, as a rule, are. So then it makes me feel like, what does this girl think other girls are? Or more so, what does this author think other girls are? Dumb? Mean? Outgoing? All of them? Are you crazy? Have you looked around? It's just doesn't work. When the characters are truly very unique, they never have that kind of like, I'm not like other girls. And it just feels disingenuous, so Guess I'll Die. No thank you, I am good. It always just feels like it's almost jumping off and dissing on other girls just to say, I'm not like other girls, I'm shy and I'm ugly, but I'm actually pretty. It's just people don't seem to notice, although everyone's in love with me, but I still feel like I'm ugly, and you know, I'm shy and I don't speak to a lot of people and other people do. It just seems like they don't like everyone else, is what it really comes across as. Then we have the trope of fading magic, when our main characters normally go on to some sort of mission to make sure that magic survives. It's not my favorite, but it's nice. You know, it's fine, it's good. I like saving magic because I feel like obviously we do need more of that, so it feels nice, and also if there's magic then you have to save it, so it just seems logical. We like that here. Then we have Magic School. I mean, I don't know how long you've been here. It goes straight in my basket because I love magic schools. Grew up with Harry Potter, obviously, and then I made the whole thing, and it was a massive, major part of my channel and how I found most of you guys, how I grew up and how I carried myself through the worst. I crave it. My other favorite book of the adult fantasy is The Name of the Wind, which is also a magic university. And the new readathon that I'm redoing, which hopefully will feature this year, is also concerning a magical university. So you could say I'm a big fan. Then we have An Unlikely Hero. This one is hard because I feel like, obviously this could be said about literally every trope, but I feel like it can be done really shitty, where it's just too cliched and to me I think it all depends if that person is already skilled. Like if you already find a girl that is like super skilled and fighting because she had to hunt to provide for her family, let's just say, and then she becomes this badass that has to save everyone, but she's already pretty much set with the skills. So it's difficult because I do actually like it. So I'm gonna put it into noise because if done in that particular way that I like, then I really like it because I like to see the actual struggle. Then we have an old character and a younger character going on a wholesome adventure or having a wholesome story. Yeah, straight in my basket. I mean, that's pretty much Up. I don't think I've read many books that have that. Then we have Alternate Universe, straight in my basket because I mean I love it. I love it so much. Multiverse, time travel. Actually, you know what? We have time travel here. So I might as well just plop it into my basket as well whilst I'm shopping because I love that. I love everything about it. Even when it sucks, I will still love it. It's a problem. Then we have a trope of people being stuck together. I'm gonna put this in It Is What It Is. Whilst it was fun at the beginning, I feel like pretty much every book had that trope, and I feel like it was very popular in YA, and that a lot of the time it happens in YA. I feel like, you know, this like princess and this rebel are forced together in a situation and they have to work together even though they really hate each other just in order to defeat a common enemy. Like, I feel like it's just so overdone, and I understand why, for a reason. Like, it's an interesting setup, but it's only interesting the first like 50 times, you know? Then we have talking animals. That one's hard because I can come across so juvenile so quickly with talking animals, but I do like it. I will put it into noise, but I will not put it straight in my basket. It's cute. I'm not above a talking animal, so. Then we have a lost princess, which actually I think is maybe similar to... We do have a secret heir, so that's kind of similar. I'm gonna treat them as similar. Kind of tired. It's kind of very, like, it again really depends where you are in your reading journey. I feel like it's so been there, done that, that I'm gonna put it in It Is What It Is. You know, why is everyone losing the heirs and why is everyone losing the princess? It's not like they have like a stock. It seems like those heirs are just like socks. They just keep losing them and it's just like, stop it. Then we have a sassy sidekick I do like. And I admit and acknowledge that a lot of the time it's pretty cringy and it's pretty boring. To me, a little bit of humor, a little bit of sass goes a long way because I am a reader who will put the book down like often. And humor is one of the top things that makes me continue reading it. So I just really appreciate it. Then we have an isolated mystery, which is like a confined mystery. Like, imagine a murder in a house that no one can escape. I like that. I think it's nice. I really like when the whole puzzle is there and it's restricted to a certain area, so you know you have the tools to solve it. I like that. It's not always done great, but I will put it into noise. Then we have slow burn. I love slow burn. Oh, I didn't actually put insta-love. Imagine that I put insta-love and I put it in Guess I'll Die because it's just like, it's just... You didn't let me start my engine and we're already at the destination, you know? Is that weird? That's really weird. Forbidden love. And you know what? Guess I'll Die. I'm sorry, but it's just... you know? It's just... yeah? Okay. Then we have morally great characters. I think this trope is marketed way more often than it in actuality is presented to you in a book. But when it is there, I do really like it. I'm gonna put it straight in my basket. The reason I know that it's, you know, mismarketed for a lot of the time is because I bite it, you know? Like, I see it, I'm like, oh my god, that sounds great. And I read it and it's like, it's not really morally great. They made like 2 questionable but still okay decisions and that's about it. I do like the premise of it, and when it does happen, it's great. Then we have the big evil is actually okay, and there's a bigger evil that the first evil was actually fighting off. And this is one of my favorite tropes. It goes straight in my basket, though often it cannot go straight in my basket because it would be a spoiler. Then we have the golden trio. Now I know this is also a very much done and dusted kind of trope, and I actually don't really see it too often now, but I'm gonna put it into noise because I really like it. I think 3 is a very good number of the main cast, and there's a lot of niche dynamics that can be fulfilled within 3 characters without overwhelming you with a big cast, and I like that. Switcheroo, which obviously could be just switching roles as people or switching items or something like that. I like that aspect. I've not read more, like a lot of the things with that, but I do actually like it. It sounds good. Then we have Utopia is actually a dystopia. Tum tum tum. I like that one too. There we go. Then we have a red herring. So this is like a little tricksy moment where you were focusing on something else and it ended up being like a scapegoat or a fake clue. I'm gonna put it in a true neutral because I think I'm yet to read one that actually felt believable. I feel like they were always so obvious. And then we have First Contact, and that is with aliens. And it goes straight in my basket. I love it. I love it. I am currently reading Project Hail Mary, and it is one of the best First Contact. It's the type that I like, the type that Arrival was, when it's like led by curiosity rather than sheer fear and aggression, and I just love it. Dark Past. So this one is so broad that I don't even know where to really put it. In a character to just justify why they're being a dick, I hate it. I really hate it. Your unresolved trauma does not give you a pass to treat others shit. But if it is there to explain their behavior in general and then dive deep into what happened and then there actually show character development, even if they treated people like shit, because people make mistakes and it's difficult, then I really like it. So I'm gonna put it in good. Okay, now we have Enemies to Lovers, one of the most suggested tropes. And honestly, I'm gonna put it in true neutral. I really don't feel much about it. And at the same time, I'm gonna put Friends to Lovers there as well. I don't... It's good. It's okay. I just don't have many feelings. I feel like this is gonna be so unpopular, but I just don't have, you know, it's just... Then we have a Fake Relationship. I think it could be fun. I've not read one that really was amazing or anything, but I think it's fun. Then we have Amnesia, and again, I've not read too many things of it, and it really depends how it's done. One, I did actually read like The Girl on the Train, and hated that one. But then there is a part of amnesia or like temporary amnesia or memory issues in the Project Hail Mary, and the way that that's done I really like. So I'm gonna put it in nice because I feel like if I read it at the back of the book, it would probably pique my interest depending on like what else is happening. Now this next one is so weird to me because so many of you suggested this and I've never in my life, I don't think, actually come up. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. Flatshare was that. Flatshare was that. There was only one that trope. But other than that, I don't think I've ever had this trope. I'm gonna put it is what it is because like... Then we have Found Family, and I'm gonna put this in nice. I think it's really cool. I think loads of people like this. I don't think this is definitely not a dislike trope. But it doesn't quite make my God tier because it wouldn't instantaneously make me pick up a book. But I do like that a lot. Then we have Chosen One, which apart from like some very clear, obvious picks in books, I'm gonna put it as it is what it is. I much prefer the books where people are pushed into situation because of pure chance, but I wouldn't not read it, you know? I'm gonna put it in true neutral. I don't hate it. I think a lot of people hate it. I don't hate it because it's similar to that unlikely hero trope where maybe you are put in a situation. You're not a chosen one, but you are put into a situation and you're very unprepared and unknowledgeable about how to go about it. So if that serves the same purpose, but you are just, you know, chosen by some fate or something, that works for me too. And then we have enemies to lovers, but you still have to kill the other person because love was not enough, which was one of the suggestions. And you know what? Straight in my basket. I will read that book. Like, that sounds great. Then we have Bookception, which is a book within a book. And I've not read too many of those. I've read a couple, so we're gonna put into noise. And then we have the last one, which is Family is Dunzo. They're gone and they're being murdered. And because of that, you are now an assassin. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna be like, guess I'll die. I'm over it. It annoys me. I totally understand. But none of these things in like guess I'll die tier are proper. I will never read this ever. But it is something that I'm just like, ugh, this again. Or why? Like, not every motivation has to stem from revenge. And it just, I think the main thing is that I found those kind of books being extremely cringe and a little over the top. And by a little, I mean a lot. Just too edgy, you know, like too edgy. But yeah, looking at the list, I actually have a lot of tropes that I do love and like. And then just a couple on the lower end that I'm either neutral on or just kind of feel unnecessary or not something that I would personally pick. If you have any other tropes that you would like me to sort, I can continue doing that in the comments. I will let you know where I would sort that, so let me know down below. And let me know if you agree or disagree on any of the tropes down below as well. Just basically chat to me. Thanks so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!